So Lapras EX just landed in Pokemon Pocket. We actually got a brand new card already, and I think it's a promising one. We've seen some solo Articuno, solo Zapdos decks in the past. I actually think solo Lapras has a chance to be pretty good as well, because this bubble drain attack, 3 energy, 80 damage, also heals 20 for your Lapras, which makes it really good when it's just out there by itself, tanking and trading blows while still also putting out potentially a ton of quick damage thanks to Misty Energy Acceleration. Much like Articuno hits for 80, so does Lapras, and it's healing up, which might buy you an extra attack or two every once in a while when you find some of those favorable breakpoints. Now, real quick, if you haven't seen how to unlock Lapras EX, there is a new event in the solo battles portion that has 4 battles against the AI, and they each have a chance to roll into a pack. You open that pink pack right there and you get a chance to unlock the Lapras EX. Do note each pack only has 1 card. I got Lapras EX on my 2nd pack. I don't know how likely that is, but you can keep playing battles to keep unlocking more packs. Just keep in mind there is a stamina system just like Wonder Picks, which can be refilled, but the refilling mechanism is these new hourglasses for events, which seem to be earned by playing earlier battles. I don't see any in the shop to buy, so you may have to wait on occasion or finish battle tasks to try to advance this to some extent, but you might have some downtime, especially if you get unlucky, I guess, on your packs for the Lapras EX. Now, as for the deck you should play to beat these events, I absolutely farmed these with the meta Pikachu EX list. All of the opponent's cards are water type, making them weak to lightning, which means lightning decks just absolutely destroy these. It was absolutely trivial. I just ran through them in like 5 minutes. If you don't have a Pikachu EX or like the perfect meta deck, I think you'll honestly be fine just tossing in like an Electrode and a Magneton and a, who knows, even a Zebstrika or something, or a Heliolisk, whatever kind of electric card or lightning cards you have. Should be fine for beating these, but you'll kind of hone in on a list that makes sense. And even the expert battle here was really not all that intimidating or challenging compared to like a normal PvP match, especially farming that weakness. Now, do note in this list, I'm only running the 1 Lapras EX because that's all I've opened right now. So this is going to be kind of a hybrid Articuno and Lapras solo deck, or an 18 trainer deck, as some people call these, because you're only running 2 Pokemon and 18 trainers. But ideally, I think I'd be running 2 Lapras EX to fully test this out and see how it compares against a solo Articuno list, which is by no means the top of the meta, but is definitely a viable PvP deck. So let's go ahead and jump into the Lapras EX action and see how cool this new card actually is. All right, Lapras EX. Yeah, no Misty though. I think we absolutely need the Misty to hit to feel great about this. Definitely, oh, I was gonna say definitely a Mewtwo deck, right? With all this Mewtwo flaring, but no, Exeggutor is scary unless we just win the game right now. That's pretty fun if it happens. Fun for us anyway. Okay, so we don't win the game right now, but it's still an important development, right? Still a really important development, because that's a turn sooner to get this online. A potion in hand too feels pretty important. We're not going to play the Articuno yet because we don't want to get Sabrina. We want to make sure this energy stays locked in on Lapras. So Lapras is like a Loch Ness turtle, huh? Surprised it's not called like Nessie Nest Shell or something. I don't know. It's not really a Loch Ness monster. It's just one of those sea dinosaurs whose name I can't remember, right? You guys will tell me in the comments always. How could I live without you guys explaining everything about Pokemon to me? Far-fetched. I don't know why he likes leeks so much. I don't understand the lore. I don't know why he's big on leeks. He's slapping you with leeks, man. Okay, red card. Not a big swing on hand here. So we're just chilling, unfortunately. If they do have an Exeggutor, he gets to hit me before I get to hit it. So we might have to rely on some coin flip luck. Hand scope. They're just taking a peek here. Are they gonna red card me, man? What are they running that they've got hand scope in their deck? Kind of weird. It's not a card we typically see. Professor's Research. I mean, we got hand scope because we only have 2 Pokemon, but we know they've got more than 2 Pokemon. We see them. This is gonna be like a single point deck, like double Farfetch, double execute. You guys say it's executor. Is how you want me to pronounce it. Surely you don't pronounce it execute. Execute. That's really hard to say anyway. All right, Farfetch'd is dead. Yeah, I think we're fine killing Farfetch. I don't think it really matters here much. I mean, I don't see a reason to potion yet, right? Because if we go to 100, there's no Executor EX kill. That hits for 80, right? I think we're chill for now. Let's just start healing back up. Back to 100. Lapras is just good at like being in there, you know. It's just got a nice high base health total too. It's pretty great. Like, how much is Articuno? It's, oh well, I guess they're both 140, right? Yeah. So very similar positions, like same amount of base damage, same amount of health total, but Lapras has the like survivability. Articuno's got the bench reach, which you know, it's not important. Like, clearly that can make a difference. But I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna prefer the healing for the solo Misty builds here, honestly. Leak Slap hitting me down to 50, brutal. So I mean, in this case, yeah, let's potion. They're cooking on some math or something, right? I don't really still want to Articuno yet, though, which, by the way, is another advantage perhaps. But if I go for the Articuno here, I've got this. Well, I can actually retreat next turn and get the Lapras back in. So no, this is actually the turn it's safe, the Articuno. Because we can, even without an X speed, which X speed makes it even better, but even without an X speed here, we can just equip and bring Lapras back in to get another hit. So that's kind of perfect. Opponent's hand has been really tiny. Dude, I love that Lapras has tanked all these hits and is still at 90. It's insane. I mean, they gotta evolve here. They're just dead. Sabrina, okay, it's fine. Like we said, this is finally the turn we're good at this. No problem. There's the Executor. Okay. I mean, I don't even mind necessarily. This kind of works out in our favor a little bit, right? Because this just gets to tank a hit for free. Like, it's totally fine. And then we just pull Lapras back in. Sabrina is also just a lethal too, so we're totally fine. Not like any of this really mattered, right? Yeah, dude, Lapras doing work. I think we could actually probably win this game even without the Sabrina, for the record. Like, we go back to 110. I could hit this down by 90. It would be out of range of potion. I mean, there's no reason to do that because Sabrina's going to win the game, but I actually think we would win battling it out against this Executor, which is kind of crazy. That's how good Lapras is. Man, their hand was just really tiny all game. I feel bad. That always feels really, really awful. Oh yeah, Lapras, Misty going first. Let's go. All right. I believe in this. I think this is I believe in this. Petalil. All right, so they're gonna have some healing potentially too. We could definitely expect a big old Venusaur maybe. I mean, yeah, it's this simple, right? This just wins the game right here. Misty never fails. Never fails, he says. I don't think we put in this Articuno right now. Red card also, I mean, we can take a look, I guess. Let's just see what they have, man. Like, is red card worth it? Like, let's see what they have. They have the Lilligant. And they have a Pokeball they didn't play. Yeah, I think we red card this, man. That Lilligant's, we don't want them evolving right now, right? It's fine. I mean, they didn't have another Pokemon, but they did have a Pokeball, so There's no like insta win lines for us or anything just yet. So Lapras, it's gonna take a while to load up, unfortunately. So we hit another Misty. Even just a 1-turn cheat on the Misty would have been awfully nice, man. Professor's already sad, sad, sad. We're also getting blotted to death. Not a Misty. The one downside with the Lapras over the Articuno for the solo plan is that there's no 2 energy attack. Like that Articuno that, you know, you kind of get, oh, they got the Lilligant back immediately, man. That's really annoying. Usually Leaf Supply is not doing anything. Sadly, I'm just dying, man. Like I have 2 potions, but geez. Just dying, dude. I do get to heal 20, so you know we might be able to make a recovery, but and I mean the good news is if they are going for Venusaur line, it's miles away because they haven't even played a Bulbasaur yet. The bad news is the Lilligant does mean they can ramp it up real quick once they start finding it, you know. So it's a bit of a challenge for us. We also don't kill this Lilligant, unfortunately, even with a Giovanni, which we do draw. We can kill that Bulbasaur though, can't we? Oh my god, that's actually insane. Oh my god, let's do that. Already got 2 energy, man. That's 100% worth the trouble. We're also healing a decent amount here, right? Like healing another 20 is nice. So Bulbasaur's dead. Lilligant comes back in, but they need another Bulbasaur, right? And they're just like delayed a whole turn too, which is cool. Obviously no need to Giovanni here, but we're back up to 90. They're done, dude. Lapras EX. It's like they just are not working. We're just instantly back to 90 health, and you know, and I guess let's see, 90. They hit for 50. We dropped to 40, which means the heal puts us back to 60 again. Demands a Giovanni to kill us. So basically, that Lapras gets to take some big hits, man. Even though that Misty whiff, that was still a pretty fun little game. You can see how that little heal starts to tick up into a meaningful change, right? Ooh, I like the hand. He likes the hand, but listen. Letting you in on a secret. I have now played 15 Misties while recording this video over the last, I don't know, honestly 2+ hours at this stage. I've had 1 heads roll out of 15 Misties. So if you're seeing this, it probably means I'm gonna hit heads. If you're not seeing this, it's probably because I've deleted. Well, if you're not seeing this, you're not gonna hear me. Maybe I'll include it anyway. If you may just see me delete my channel and Pokemon Pocket because I'm losing my mind. The fact that I've rolled 14 out of 15 tails. I am so due a heads, man. Oh, honestly, like, you know, it would have been nice to get 2, but I'm not even gonna complain. I'll take 1, man. At this stage, that puts us at 2 out of 15 or 16. I've lost track. I think 16. 2 out of 16 heads. And I still only get 1, of course. It's not like I get 9 to make up the difference, you know. So, this Ralts, they kind of need this to retreat. I don't know if they want to spend an energy to do it though. I mean, we're gonna start hitting big. I will say, like, this is a matchup where the heal on Lapras probably doesn't really do much because, you know, you don't really get hit for a lot of little increments of damage. I guess Mewtwo's Psychic Sphere, the 50 damage hit, is definitely one way to do that, but generally it's more about that big finisher late, which we can't avoid that. So I guess we'll see. But I think we might prefer Articuno basically in this matchup, sadly. Of course we don't have. Double Giovanni gives us some interesting flexibility though. We don't have a red card, so I'm gonna sit on the hand scope for now. It's gonna be hard for us to get a lot of Sabrina value, but we don't have a Sabrina anyway at the moment. If Mewtwo EX comes in and we just, you know, that's 2 points. Like, kill this in 2 turns. With Giovanni's in particular, we'll probably commit to those just to help, because we deal 160. With Giovanni's, we deal 180. Oh god, that's a big old red card. Oh geez. Like, dude, red card, it's like not getting played that much, and then when you least want it to be played, that's when they have it, you know. I think one Giovanni still matters here, by the way. No Kirlia or Gardevoir played. No Kirlia. I don't know how you say that freaking name. Not played anyway this turn, which is important. That's actually very meaningful. Because that means Mewtwo can't hit for 150 next turn, so a very big deal here. So we hit for 90. That sends them down to 60. A single potion hit here only pulls them back to 80, which I did forget to equip an energy. Shoot, I don't think it really matters, but literally in on this one Pokemon anyway right now. It kind of matters for retreats technically, but we're never retreating this. It's only ever gonna die. But you know, anyway. Do they have to retreat this to stay in the game right now, right? That's another question. I think you have to. You're just dead if you don't. It's kind of a problem for me too, though, because this can go to 40, finish the Lapras. I don't have the Articuno up, so I've got a bit of a problem there. I mean, I guess Sabrina. Oh, that's actually very nice to see. Okay. Sabrina's pretty intriguing now, right? Like, they have to put in the Ralts, which means they're never getting... Yeah, I actually really like this Sabrina a lot. It means they're never getting a Gardevoir down, which means Mewtwo's always playing one at a time, which means there's never 2 straight turns of side drive. Yeah, they see it. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. That's fun. Yeah, it's a good little early bully, man. That Misty kind of got us there. And, you know, just one, we'll take it, dude. I was desperate for a Misty flip, so fine by me, man. Hey, oh, Lapras and Misty. Gives me faith until it will be absolutely crushed by the Misty Tails, as always. Oh, okay. We are definitely weak to Pikachu, so a Misty would be, boy. I'd love the Misty, man. Red card might be nice too, dude. No, they probably always play that Pokemon, so running like a legit Pikachu in their Pikachu EX deck, which I honestly don't know if I've ever seen that. Well, no, I have. What am I saying? Raichu lists are pretty common. I take that back. Raichu is pretty common. So probably actually a Raichu list, which is a little bit scary. Oh my god, red card, but they just played everything, so now it's too late. I mean, it's simple, right? We have to Misty and win. Like, there's no other path. We have to just absolutely burn through stuff. We need 2 at least. Oh my god, bro. I mean, that's just game over. There's no, I don't have time. This deck's already crazy efficient, dude. I'm like kind of losing my mind a little bit on the, dude, their hand is terrible. I'm like losing my mind a little bit on the Misty, man. I'm on like 7 straight Misty tails. Like, what are the odds of that, man? 0.5 to the 7th? 0.007, so 0.7%, I think. I mean, I don't think there's any way for us to win, right? Obviously, Pikachu's about to slam me for 110. And there's no coming back from that, right? It's just gonna murder me. Like, who cares about a Raichu? Nothing matters. We're just gonna get murdered. It's not a favorable one for us. Much like the event when I played Pikachu EX to farm the Lapras EX in the solo battles. We're now getting to experience the other side of this, just how brutal it can be. I'm also insulted that all of their cards look so freaking sick, dude. All their cards look awesome. I mean, in theory, a Misty here is, you know, I guess we could Professors this turn. It's really about the same difference, right? Like, the Articuno has to come in and carry. I guess I could have considered a Giovanni maybe, but I don't think it changes anything on the Articuno breakpoints or whatever. I think it's pretty much all the same problems. So Lapras healing does nothing. Like, we gain 20 and 20 is 40, which only puts us to 70, which of course Pikachu EX farms here. So there's no reason to potion this right now, or maybe ever. In theory, Articuno's gonna come in and Misty this Pikachu to death. I mean, that does put us in the game in theory, right? In theory. Assuming the Misty hits for at least 2. I mean, the reality is probably a different story, but in theory. Pikachu can only go up to 80, which that's fine. In theory, it puts us in the game, man. Lapras did just enough, maybe. Just enough. But we gotta hit a Misty, man. It's that simple. I think this game is very doomed in general, but there's still a chance. I mean, technically an out, right? 80 is still a lot. Just 2. 2 puts me in the game, I think, man. 2. Oh! 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 Misty works! I thought it was broken this whole time. This extra energy obviously does nothing, but... Man, I think we're kind of almost in the game a little bit now. The problem is, like, even just a Zapdos base attack hits me for 40, which is still pretty hard, but I can 2-shot it, and I have some potions and Sabrina too. I guess Sabrina's really not that useful because the other Zapdos is just as compellingly annoying. I mean, it may come down to a Thundering Hurricane snipe. Like, can they hit, 150? That really might be the difference maker, huh? A second Pikachu EX is also intriguing because that's a lot more consistent damage output. Like, did they load that up? They do. Yeah, okay. It does also hit for 110, or maybe even technically 120. I guess the bigger problem is, like, they retreat out this Zapdos. I gotta be able to kill the Pikachu EX in 2, which I can't do. It's not possible, right? Yeah, I think we're just cooked, right? There's no path out of this, right? I can't ever force this Zapdos or the Pikachu into play. If I hit this Zapdos down to 90, I could maybe make a cool play, but that's, 3 blizzards. It just takes too long. If I retreat out the Pikachu, I mean, in theory, there's maybe something there, but I just don't think it's in the cards, guys. Which, I mean, that's fine. Like, this was a really unfavorable matchup. The early Misty whiff, like, the fact that it's even kind of close is, in its own way, a bit of a triumph, maybe. Yeah, I mean, like we said, Pikachu just comes in to finish this pretty easily. Like, Giovanni, I mean, literally could just be dead now. But even without it, I can't recover enough, right? Giovanni is lethal right now, though. They did use an X speed, so I mean, is there a world where? Well, again, it don't matter because they just put in the Zapdos and then equip it, and we're in the exact same spot, right? Like, nothing changes. We're just in the exact same spot. I mean, we have to do this, but they still win. Like, it's, which if they put in this Zapdos, which they will, of course, otherwise they lose. If we could, like, double Sabrina and one was, like, locked out or something, there might be a play, but as we can see, they just equip energy here and it's game over. There's no outs. And having that other Pikachu EX in hand really makes the difference. It's kind of crazy how low everything is, but there's so many Pokemon they can flex into. It's so easy for them. So close-ish game, honestly. It just went really bad. Oh, that's funny too. I didn't even see that. Yeah, like, who needs to retreat? Zapdos just seals the deal. That's more amusing. I would have probably used the Pikachu for overkill max damage, but sure. I think that game was still pretty fun. It was close despite all the unfavorable elements. That's a good sign.